Quartering put a video out that says, "Today sucks. Just had to lay off an entire team. Please hear me out till the end." Which is very interesting because we just covered a story where Tarl Warwick, Sticks and Hammer, a Nazi, was bailed out by TheQuartering. Here's TheQuarter, who blocked me on Twitter. I had to get this screenshot elsewhere. He tweeted, "New Orleans court system is a disaster. Sticks's bail was paid at 3 p.m. today. I was told he can get out today, and then nobody answered the phone for the next 2 hours. They charged my card, though. I spoke with his family, and we'll be on the phone the moment they open tomorrow." At almost 10 p.m. at night. Hilarious. Tarl Warwick jailed for domestic abuse. And the bond amount here is $7,500, which means TheQuartering spent $7,500. Someone said that maybe you could pay 10%. I don't know what New Orleans. How does bail work in New Orleans? The full bail amount is paid directly to the court. So $7,500. So Jeremy paid almost $10,000 to get Sticks and Hammer, a devout Nazi, out of jail for domestic battery, but laid off an entire team. I'm excited to hear this story. ACAB, but no complaints about the ripping off Jeremy. Yeah.
Many of you know that I've worked on a site with a great group of people called The Publica for a very long time. So as many of you know, myself and my good friend Sydney Watson launched a media company back in February 2022.
Dude, why is he squirming so much? What is happening? What is all this shit? Is he good?
The Publica. Why the launch was Rocky, the ragtag team of writers.
Ragtag team? Are you reading this?
No, it's The Publica. Why the launch was
ragtag. That's a Wisconsin accent if I ever heard. He's trying to say ragtag team. Jeremy's eyes look like a mistake. He looks like AI.
Rocky, the ragtag team of writers that formed under the brand, found their bearings pretty quickly and have been smashing it ever since. And they really have been. The writers have been absolutely doing amazing work on the ground at Tommy Robinson.
What is he doing? Why is this so uncomfortable?
Rallies, at riots, filming in dangerous areas of Portland, and filming Antifa and breaking stories.
Filming Antifa.
And right. And the team has been absolutely amazing. The public.
Yeah, you guys know all the reporting the Publica has done that you've heard of and seen.
Publica has put out many insanely viral headlines that made international news and worldwide trending multiple times. In just the past few months alone, really punching above its weight for its size and level of funding. Almost everybody, on a personal note, who worked for that site did it for almost peanuts.
Almost peanuts.
Everybody that worked for that.
He admits that he paid them shit.
That site either did it for well below market rate, or would provide above and beyond where it is.
That's an indictment on you as a business owner.
The team, I don't...
Jeremy is squirming because Sticks has the love ends turned to 11. No! That's how Sticks and Hammer is paying back Jeremy. All right. You could put the love ends butt plug in, Jeremy. Fuck. All right, now I can't not see it. All right, let's see if we can measure the. You see, I'm using my thumb. I know how the app works. You can see how much turbulence, I guess, is going to be caused.
I want to, some people use pseudonyms, so I don't want to dox anybody. But cool.
$7,500 of edging, nice.
You've seen them online. You've seen the work they do, and it was incredible work. The team, probably 10 people.
Probably 10 people? You have laid off the entire team, but you're not sure if there's 10 or not? I realize that's a very high number for Jeremy to achieve mentally, but I think it'd be important to know how many people you're laying off, in my opinion. How do you not know?
And I'm so incredibly proud of literally every single person.
Every single person. Between 8 and 12 of them. It's hard to say.
That outlet. And a special shout out to Anna Slatz, who always went above and beyond. You may know her from her work at Redux. She worked for almost nothing to keep that site going. and try.
You're a terrible boss.
Basically everything to keep everything up. But sadly, my time with the Publica has come to an end. My career has been evolving, and I've just been spread too thin, and I need more time and space for personal projects, and more specifically, delivering better with, TheQuartering.com.
Delivering better with the quartering. When does the quartering thing end? Like, he's
was gay or something.
Jeremy is one of like a handful of these fucking content creators that just fucking ruin some of these like online experiences. Basically, he's gotten sort of more into like drama and politics than he used to be in like the woke gaming stuff. But there's still like the quartering orbiters that do that shit, geeks and gamers and shit. Live on Rumble has a whole new meaning. I know, right?
A lot of people, you may have seen, I've been pushing the membership area of the TheQuartering.com.
I can't believe you've been pushing the membership so hard. Wow.
I've tried.
What's fucking funny is Sticks and Hammer later literally posts a link to the Quartering members thing. Become a member today. Jeremy was like, okay, if I bail you out, you got to post a link to my members thing. How fucking embarrassing. A real friend.
A lot of things over the years, whether it was exclusively games or the Publica, and I don't want to call them failures because they came into existence and
they came into existence. Just off the top of my head, have any like gaming magazines or publications gone under, and then he called them failures, even though they lasted longer and made more money and had more impact over the long time than the Publica ever has? I'm just spitballing here that maybe it's a failure. It could be a failure, I think. I think it's okay to admit.
Great memories associated with them. But, I failed them. I failed the Publica by not having enough time and assets to continue to fund it, through to get break even. And
dude, the intensity on the Levens is up real high. He can't even like keep a thought in his head.
To be totally honest, the debt that I carried for that company became immense, and it has nothing to do with the work that the staff did. So as I step away, I have nothing but positive things to say about everybody that worked there. They have my loudest possible
dude, he's so squirmy.
Recommendation in their next.
It was 100% my mismanagement, but by the way, they did a great job. so not a failure, by the way.
Jobs as they go out on, many of them forge out on their own.
Loss of consciousness setting, that's pretty high.
My Twitter is their Twitter. They're happy to come on my show. I'm happy to have them on my show to promote their stuff. But it became too much to bear for me, and was leading to a lot of anxiety every day. And, things just aren't the same as they were 2 years ago in the ad space. Mm-hmm. YouTube is paying about half of what it was when we started.
Which is half of what it was when I started.
And it became a time thing. I do still believe in my heart that if I had the time with the Publica,
YouTube would be in a better spot if not for the right-wingers that fuck up the space and make it untenable to maintain ad rev. Like, it's literally always been that.
I could have grown its membership at least till it was breaking even, and that's all I ever wanted.
Go fast, no cash.
I didn't care if that site ever made money. I cared that they put out a great product, and they always did that, and I'm incredibly proud of the team for the work that they did that. I don't look back at the many, many tens of thousands of dollars invested in that as wasted, because they truly made a difference. The beat that they were on was unique and
I think so.
And interesting. And
I don't think anyone read any of that.
While I'm taking it back,
if it was actually doing revolutionary stuff, it would have been profitable. You didn't do anything. I've never seen an article from the Publica in my life. That's good.
and the Publica will soon kind of close down. I've been told that there's a project that those that worked at the Publica are working on that will fill the void after it leaves. A refreshingly unique brand on the horizon, and I give them all of the praise. And when they launch, I will happily promote them because the people that worked at the Publica were incredible. And make sure you keep following, at the Publica now on Twitter.
No, no one's following that.
Given that to the team. I've handed that over to them. So
whoa, so magnanimous. Wow. Hey, by the way, you're all fired. This is all shutting down. You can have the Twitter though.
Use it for whatever project that they want.
Man,
I have also paid severances to everybody that works there, including people that only maybe wrote a few articles a month for us.
Only a few a month. That's a lot of work.
To make sure that they're okay for the next,
one a week.
Of months. Those severances have all been paid this morning, and I gave the Twitter handle to the team so that they can use it and it can carry on. In the interim, of course, I want to extend a special thank you to Sydney. She's at Sydney Watson, and Anna Slats, who's at Slatsism.
Woo! Turned it up real high there.
On X. I can't wait to see what they've got going on. It was absolutely heartbreaking this morning, but the market is just not, I don't know. ThePublica.com was one of my proudest projects, but right now my focus has to be exclusively on TheQuartering.com. That's all that I can only have time for one project.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't delivering enough on the Publica, especially.
It's funny. I guess he's kind of repeating himself. Let's look at the comments because I noticed something about them. I do not know how you could not have seen this coming. It's essentially an online newspaper. Newspapers in all forms and formats are dying entities. As other people stated, you should have published your media site like you do with your coffee. Look at all his own fucking comment section. Not gonna lie, your coffee was mentioned a lot. I've never heard of this other one. I know Sydney Watson though. Every single news story you talk about in your video should have a corresponding article on Publica with a link to it to pin the comment. This isn't rocket surgery. You have an audience of millions. Just talk about them a tenth of the time you talk about coffee. They're tired of it. If you had pushed this 20% as the coffee, you would have flourished. I thought the Publica was doing good because you hardly ever mentioned it. I figure you didn't need to promote it. I think I remember hearing about the Publica once between the thousands of coffee promotions. Maybe shilling coffee brand coffee 20 times a day wasn't the best use of your time. Bro, with all respects, why ain't you mention them? Just bang on about the coffee we do not want or need. Get your priorities straight. That's my take on it. I'm very sad to announce that I am firing a bunch of hardworking, truth-speaking, honest journalists, but fortunately I am bringing back double choco latte creme brulee ground coffee and make sure to mix it with a gift box with yogurt-covered caramel peanuts. It's like, do you not see that he's a grifter? So you had to close up your thing no one's ever heard of? Maybe the mistake you made was no one had ever heard of it. I've heard more about your coffee in every single video. Hilarious. They're going crazy on him. They're destroying this man. This has 103K views, 7K likes. Not a good ratio. I bet that looks pretty bad with the dislikes. Didn't even know of the site. Get woke, go broke. Oh, wait. Publica, no idea about it. Coffee, heard it in every video I watched. What a fucking grifter. He can't even do it right. Ugh. Anyway, I don't need to watch the rest of that fucking video. He hasn't said anything else. He's just squirming around while the Levents rattles inside of him. And that's okay. That's his right as an American man.